If you've ever been to the Muir Forest, you know of a tree called the sequoia tree. You familiar with that? It's this humongous, ginormous tree. You cannot help but feel like a little bitty speck of dust next to the sequoia tree. It is massive. I wish I would have put a picture on there. I guess you're just going to have to go to Google search, not right now, but on your own time, and take a look at it. They stretch about 250 feet in the air. They have these ginormous trunks around them. Many of them have lived up to 15,000 years. Could you imagine if trees could talk, what those kind of trees would say? It'd be a wonderful tree for the Lord of the Rings kind of animated tree. Sequoia tree. You would think a sequoia tree being that big, lasting that long, being just that intimidating, that the roots of a sequoia tree would go down, way, way deep into the ground, but they don't. The sequoia tree, the roots of that tree only go about 4 feet into the ground. Did you know that? I didn't know that. And the reason that they're able to last as long as they last and grow as tall as they grow isn't because the roots go down deep, but because the roots spread out, even 4 feet deep. They spread out and they begin to intermingle with other sequoia trees. The thing that makes sequoia trees unique from a lot of trees is that they never grow in isolation. They only grow in groves. And so the sequoia tree exists in an interdependent kind of posture with the other trees around it. Now, there are a lot of trees you can look at. Not all trees do that way, and you can't learn a whole lot of spiritual truth from the sequoia tree, but you can learn one thing, and that is when it comes to how God has designed the Christian life and really how He's designed us as human beings, we were not made for isolation. We were made for community. And if you want proof of that, just go and talk to someone who's been in solitary confinement for the past, 6 months and see how they act. They act a little bit less than human, or at least they do in the movies, and that's all I have to go off of. I'm sure it's that way in real life because everything that's in a movie is true in real life, correct? Well, probably not, but one of my favorite shows is Prison Break, and in solitary confinement in Prison Break, the guy almost went bonkers because you're not made to be alone. You're made for community. And just as the sequoia tree exists in an interdependent kind of posture with the other trees around it, you're going to flourish most spiritually when you carry an interdependent posture with other believers or other people around you. Not dependent. That's kind of an unhealthy way to live your life. Dependent on other people. They have a thing called codependency, which is not a good thing. But neither do you want to be independent totally, where I don't need other people. I'll never have other people. I'm just going to go live by myself in Alaska, as my brother used to say. You want to be interdependent. And that's the vision of Christian community. And that's